All right, I am back. So we got some batteries. So let's go ahead and put the batteries in. And a lot of these G1s, especially Skylinx and Omega Supreme, the connectors here for the batteries, a lot of them have been corroded out just because batteries sit there for such a long time. Luckily for me with Skylinx, he did not. So he actually still operates. So let me just put the shuttle back on. And then let me aim the camera down some. And then I will turn him on and you'll see him roll. So that's his rolling feature when he's in shuttle mode. So he doesn't go straight, as you can see. I have to nudge him over, but he does do a very good job at crawling. So there we have him in the shuttle rolling mode. So let's put him back into Lynx mode, but we're gonna do it in like his dragon mode with the Lynx. So let's go ahead and put his legs down. And that clicking sound that I hear is what I need to hear, because that basically tells me that the legs have been locked in place. So down here, down below, one side says roll, the other side says walk. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that over to the walk side because I have him on his legs. So we're gonna make him walk. So let's go ahead and pop his head out. And it's just as simple as that. It just pops right on out. And then we're gonna go ahead and pop his jaw open. That way his mouth opens up and you have your Skylinx figure. And you got his little torpedo inside of his mouth there. So, and then his tail is in the back end here. Just gotta take the thrusters out, and then his tail's right here. And then you can close it if you want to, but I just prefer to leave it open. But it closes because that way it just looks more clean that way. And there we have the tail. There we have his head. And now, same thing as in shuttle mode. He just sits in there with those 3 little rivets. And we put those 3 little rivets down into the holes. And there you have Skylinx in his Skylinx mode, basically. So let's turn him so you can look at him. He does appear crooked because that's how his walking stance is, because of how they did the walking stance. Oh, I forgot, I also have Trypticon. And Trypticon that I do have, he also does walk as well. But here is 360 of Skylinx in his Skylinx robot mode. So let's go ahead and make him walk. It is gonna be loud, so I apologize, but it's just, you know, late 80s, early 90s technology. They are loud, but just, there you have it. The mighty Skylinx. You can hear it, he is very loud, but that's just his internal motors with how they did it back then with the creator to give him the ability to walk. So just seeing him crawl is just amazing. And I'll do another one later on with Trypticon, and I'll also do one with my Omega Supreme, as I've been working on him now for a few months on and off because of work, to get him to have a battery terminal that will work so that I can have him basically move around. But there you go. So that is the G1 Skylinx walking. So let's go ahead and shut him off. So as you can see, this left front paw here stayed up, and that's because that's just where his walking motion ended. So that left front paw of his stays up. So the last thing that we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and separate the two. So let's go ahead and pull out the Lynx head. So that's about as far up as the Lynx head goes. Doesn't go up any further than that. But you can see the gold, well, it's not really gold, but it is the gold plated head like in the cartoon series. So there you have it. And he will walk on his own, so just for, you know, demonstration, I'll go ahead and show him walking. Because in the show he did walk himself sometimes when Skylinx himself was just up in the air. And you can see the motion. It's a very clean, smooth motion. It's just very loud because of the motors. I definitely don't want to open him up and look inside to try to see if I can make him quiet. I think that just takes away from the authenticity of the sound of his. So definitely don't want to do that. And then, so let's put him here. And then let's just make him into full-on Dragon Skylinx mode. So these are his legs right here. They just store up. They just come fold down like this. They just fold down. Just simple, quick fold down. And that's basically how Skylinx stands up. You just gotta find the right balance too, because of his size. But there you have it. So we got the Lynx in his Lynx mode and Skylinx in his robot dragon dinosaur mode, however you want to call it. Because I know on that one episode, the call was it of the primitives, where all the Dinobots, anything that was an animal was called over to that one planet. So there you have it, Skylinx in his, I call him a dragon mode, but you know, everybody calls it different. We all have our different things, but that's perfectly fine. But we have him in dragon mode, and then we have the Lynx in the Lynx mode. So it's just phenomenal. The great detail, you know, the child who owned this before me when they were a kid, they put a sticker on the Lynx, which not supposed to go there, supposed to go on both of the wings. As you can see, there's only one here, but there's not one there. But just, I'll put them sideways so you can have a better view. Hope you guys are enjoying what you're watching. If you have any feedback as to how I'm approaching things, doing things, feel free to share. This is a judgment-free zone. I'm here to just hang out, have fun, talk to you guys, and for you guys to get to know me, and for me to share my collection with you guys. I definitely have a ton more to share with you guys, but definitely gonna have to slowly work my way into it. And once again, here we have the stickers for Skylinx. Not all were used. As you can tell, some were used, and you can see them on him that what stickers were used. But just for the nostalgic feeling of it, it came folded. I just kept it folded like this, and I'll keep it